Hey everyone! It's been a while since I've done character memories. Oh god, I don't even want to think about how long that's been. But, yeah. I'm gonna pick up these again. I need to really start knocking all these out, especially with how many there are. And there's a handful of characters that I actually do enjoy in general, like they're oaths of mine. Takao and Bremerton, I'm looking at you two. They're relatively small, but I do enjoy them for the most part. I think some of them do reveal a lot more about the characters than they might seem, and it takes a little bit of kind of like stepping back and just thinking about everything from a greater point of view. And I actually do thoroughly enjoy that. But anyway, today I'm gonna do the most hilarious little bun Shimakaze. Oh boy. Anyway, I hope you guys do enjoy this particular one. So grab a snack, grab a drink, whatever you would prefer. I don't know if you're a water person, tea person, or whatever. And enjoy. We're gonna dive right on in. All right, full steam ahead. First on the scene. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I still find it funny how she's like one of the quicker characters, but the French destroyer is still kinda overpower. Anyway. Port Office. Today was the day I would welcome Shimakaze as my secretary. I've heard much about her quirky personality through her friend Suruga. She said something to the tune of, oh, I already know where this is gonna go. I don't even want to imagine what Suruga said. Okay, let's see. You're making her your secretary? Don't get me wrong, she's not a bad person by any means. How should I put it? She's just as clever as she is dumb. She's proactive and quick to act, yet she's astonishingly slow-witted. Oof. I mean, I guess that's a fair analysis of her. She is kind of that way, though. Also, I always like it when Suruga smiles. Don't get mad at me for that. Look, she's cute. Leave me alone. Anyway. What I'm trying to say is, please temper your expectations. You'll be dealing with someone who's essentially an overgrown child. You'd be surprised the number of characters that probably would fit that description. Shimakaze has a good reputation as a ship girl with outstanding abilities. Despite this, Suruga was quite critical of her. They are around each other a lot more than often. I don't think... How many times have they been in the story, or any part of the story, where they're not together in one way, shape, or form? I think like twice I've seen her. Well, okay, there's also the entirety of Swirling Cherry Blossoms, where I think Suruga was by herself. Fair enough. Anyway, the word of the many against the word of her closest friend. As I watched the minutes tick away while waiting for her to arrive, I wondered whether there was some truth to what Suruga said. Hunker down and get comfortable. What am I? Is she just like? What do we think is gonna happen here? Is she just gonna like run straight through the door and blow the both of the doors off the hinges into the wall? I know she always talks about being fast, but come on now. Still, we'll see here. Stay sharp and get ready to greet her. 30 minutes had passed since Shimakaze was meant to show. Uh-oh. I feared for the worst, that she had a case of Akatsuki syndrome. All of a sudden, a raid siren started What is going on? It was a signal that enemy mass-produced ships have appeared in the surrounding water. Are we getting attacked? Why? I love this song too. Get ready to sortie at once. Just getting attacked all of a sudden, okay. I feel guilty about leaving Shimakaze hanging, but I had no choice but to deal with this pressing threat. Great, you came. Great, you could come, Commander. We need all of the help we can find, and then... Oh, we can define them in this thick fog. Okay, I was like, wait, what? I had to like read that through. My brain was just not processing. Before we could neutralize the enemy, we had to locate them first. What's more, we had to do it quick, before they could cause any significant damage. What's this? I'm picking up something. Abaguma had her eyes fixated on her radar. The look of focus on her face turned into one of surprise. What had she picked up? Oh, it's a friendly signal. Looks like there wasn't any need for us to show up after all. Look. I turned to look southwest at what she was pointing at. What I saw caught me by surprise. Stupid, stupid mass-produced ships, get back here! I have a very important meeting today and I don't want to miss it because of you! Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just imagining her chasing a bunch of, like, small little mass-produced destroyer ships and she's, like, angrily waving her katana while chasing them. She's not even using her guns, she's just angrily waving her little sword. She's like, get back here! Someone's gonna be like, Shimakaze, you have guns! You have guns! What are you doing? Use them! Owie, you can't target my ears, that's cheating! Fine, if that's how you want it, then I won't pull my punches either. That face, though. A sweet yet courageous voice rang out amidst the thundering roars of battle. Was it really her? An eye for an eye, a torpedo for a shell. Watch out, because here I come. Shima, please. she's just like, I can't get that image out of my head where she's just like chasing after the ship with just her katana. She's not even using her guns. Oh my goodness. Anyway, cool that hot head. Port office. Shimakaze came into my office the next morning and wholly devoted herself to her secretarial duties. Right, I'll take out the trash while going to check on the laundry, and then return this folder to its storage cabinet in the archives. All at once? I've never seen this level of multitasking before. It's like, well, I mean, if she's gonna be like super speedy at her job, especially if it's like going to go fetch things or store things, I'm pretty sure she'd do it without much of a problem. Please, this is all child's play to me. I'd know because I've played with a few destroyers on the way here. Wait, okay. I don't, there are no words. It pleased me to see her working hard and enjoying herself. There was one thing that was bothering me, though. You look as if you want to ask me something, Commander. I'm just thinking, it's child's play. Oh, gosh. In fact, I do. Did you do the task I gave you first thing in the morning today? I was concerned because I had wanted you to prioritize finishing that task. Right, the formal report, I presume. That's the one, right? For the incident with the mass-produced ships yesterday? Not quite. Thanks to your valiant efforts, we successfully defeated the enemies before they could cause any damage. Then, what is there to explain? It was standard wait, is this about how I was late to the meeting yesterday? That's part of it, but not all. Figures. You could have reached me by radio or sent me a message. How come I didn't hear a single word from you yesterday before you went straight into battle? You're absolutely right, I mean, I get it. She probably should have at least, like, told us something was up. Maybe she kind of just felt that way. I mean, she's a good girl. She's not necessarily, I mean, I guess she can be a little bit airheaded, but she's not, I don't think she would do something if it wasn't with like the best intentions that she could have. I guess is the best way to put it. She could definitely be a little bit forgetful, and I can understand that, but yeah, in that circumstance, I would hope she would have said something. I should have communicated that I'd found the enemies right away. Forgive me. I hear the sincerity in your voice. Rest assured, you're pardoned. But listen, there's one thing I want to stress here. And what would that be? Please try not to get into any more dangerous situations without notifying me ahead of time. Commander, I'm honored that you're so concerned with my safety. I'll begin writing my report at once. Look how happy she is. And she did just that, picking up a pen and paper without a moment's delay. No, I pressed too hard and punctured the paper. I don't do that. It's more of like I'm writing with a pencil and the pen and like the lead snaps and I'm like, oh god. Then I have to like sit there for like 20 seconds to sharpen the pencil. People actually, I'm like sitting there like, how many people have actually done that where they press too hard and puncture through the paper? I don't think I've actually, how would you do that? Like, are you just like, is it like on your lap or something? Like, what are you doing? I was starting to see, it was starting to seem like Suruga was more or less right on the money with her appraisal. Punctured right through the paper. I mean, I'm glad that she was happy that, you know, we care about her and everything. I mean, granted, you would hope that the people would at least know that the commander, like, really cares about everybody. Right? I would at least hope that most people have that impression. But, yeah, I guess she must have not had thought that originally. It's alright, though. Anyway, ride the Island Breeze. Port, daytime. Shimakaze finished her last task for the day, sat down and yawned. Gosh, writing that report was easily the most taxing thing I did today. That said, I really did pour my heart into it. After thanking her for her hard work, I decided to give her a break which she could spend however she wanted. That wasn't to say I was done with her for today. I just wanted to see Shimakaze in her natural habitat, so to speak. And so, I went to look around in order to see what she was up to. I'm just sitting there like imagining, here we have the wild Shimakaze in her habitat. It's like those, like, what is it, National Geographic documentaries. Oh man, anyway. Wow, it's finished already. Making a kite is easy, you know. All you need is a plastic bag and a bit of string. This face never gets old. It never does. She's just so happy. I see. I can't unhear Naruhodo net with these two. It is something that I, like, whenever I think of either of the two of them, that word just comes to mind immediately. I wonder if anyone else has anything like that with any of the other characters. Like, I can't be the only one that, like, sits there, looks at looks at a handful of characters and just immediately go to what one of the more, like, common, well, okay, there's London, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. I probably said London and people were like, oh, no, it's in my head now. Stop, what have you done? I'm gonna hear that later. Anyway, the dev notes did mention that your hobby is collecting kites. No wonder you're an expert. Ika, please. I didn't think you'd know that, though I'm not sure what those dev notes are. Don't worry about it, Shima, you're not gonna get it. In any case, it started with me collecting them, but then I really got into making them myself. And now, before we fly it, I think we should paint something pretty on it. Good idea, let me go get some brushes and paint. Shimakaze was hanging out with Inazuma and Kazuchi, and the three of them were making a kite together. I observed them from a distance. What are we, Arc Royal? All done. I drew a cute little picture of you and stuck it to the kite. That's me? Oh my god, I really do have a face only a mother could love, don't I? Oh! I'm pretty sure there are people that like you that much, I mean, I don't know how many people have actually owed the Shimakaze, but I'm sure there's definitely people that have. I don't really see how she's cute. I don't see that problem. Don't put yourself down like that. It's a caricature. It's supposed to be exaggerated. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, at least it looks a lot better than the one I drew on your rigging. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I don't think did she ever talk about that? I don't actually know. That makes a lot more I mean, this isn't that bad, though. I still don't see any problems with it. I think it's a nice little cute decoration to her. So it's something along the lines of that. That's actually kind of funny. You know, I'm still quite fond of that one even now. Art aside, come on, let's fly this thing already. Of course, in just a bit. This place isn't ideal for flying a kite, though. Actually, wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. Suddenly, my comms device started ringing. Shimakaze was calling me. Commander, I'm with Inazuma and Ikazuchi and we want to fly a kite. We're going down to the coast, just letting you know. I promise I'll be back on time, though. What are we, your mom and dad? It's fine. It made me happy to hear she had taken my words to heart. I acknowledged her report and let her be on her way. That's cute, but she didn't need to do that. I'm in the mindset where it's like, I probably would be like, you don't need to tell me if it's nothing, if it's a non-emergency, she doesn't need to tell me, it's okay. I'm not like some big brother well, I can't even say that because we're watching it from a distance. You know, it would have been really funny if she went to go call us and she heard our, like, our little communicator go off and was like, Commander, what are you doing here? And I'm just like, the flowers are really pretty, aren't they? Arc Royal just comes out of nowhere, puts her arm on your shoulder, and you're just like, I get you. I get you. She just hands you a pair of binoculars and leaves. Oh my gosh. I wish I was an animator sometimes. Maybe I should probably practice that one of these days. Oh man. Yeah, I really do wish I was an animator sometimes. These ideas I have are just stupid. Oh goodness. Anyway, a day at the museum. Port office. Sorry, Commander. I wound up spending nearly the entire day flying that kite. Don't be sorry. I gave you permission to do so, after all. Oh, I see now. There isn't much work to do today either, so you're free to spend the day however you'd like again. Are you sure? In that case, there is this place I'd really like to visit. Shimakaze and I arrived at a newly built museum just on the outskirts of the city. Wow, this weapons museum, I don't know why I can't read today. This weapons museum is incredible. Look at all the stuff they have. She looked around the museum while hopping around like an excited dog, or rather, an excited rabbit, I was about to say. Oh, Commander, come take a look at this. A plaque caught her attention. I walked over and took a look. Apparently all the weapons on display here aren't replicas, they're the real deal. That's unusual, but interesting. I'm sure they're probably deactivated, but I just hope none of them are still loaded. Like I was saying, I'm pretty sure they're not activated. Or whatever it is. They probably have a piece or two missing to disable them or whatever. Well, look over there, they even got quintuple torpedo tubes. She was about to make a beeline for the torpedo tubes, but I put a hand on her shoulder and stopped her. Huh? Excuse me, but I want to take a closer look. Why are you... I brought the two signs next to the museum piece to her attention. One said to refrain from touching the weapons. The other asked visitors to be quiet inside the museum. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. My carelessness is showing again. She slumped over in an exaggerated show of dejection. Blech. It was endearing in a way. Well, I mean, she's just excited. I mean, yeah, we probably should be a bit more respectful, but it's still, you know, she's a girl that gets easily excited. That's an understatement. Since she apologized, I let her off the hook and cheered her up. Then we continued our tour of the museum, hand in hand. Hand holding? Double bunny oh no. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Is she just going so fast that she just has a second version of her? Actually, if I had to guess, it's Laffy. Like, let's be real. If there's one character that would be considered a rabbit, it's Laffy. I can't see that not being the case. I mean, unless it's like for some reason North Carolina, which I think that would take a very different spin, and I don't know how to feel about that. But you know, she does have that she just has that costume. I'm gonna hope it's Laffy. City Amusement Park. After how successful our museum trip was, I decided to take Shimakaze out to see another one of the city's attractions. Holy smoke, I see we're visiting an amusement park this time. This is going to be awesome. We'd only just arrived and she was already bubbling with excitement. I'm not surprised. Things were off to a good start. Alright then, time to conduct our inspection tour. I'll catch up with you later. Wait, you're going alone? Wait, gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. I'm sorry. I grew up in a time where that was a very different saying. And of course, as soon as I read that, my mind immediately went to that voice. Anyway, and just like that, she ran off on her own. La-di-dum. Oh, so this place is a house of mirrors. Everywhere I look, there's a funny-looking clone of me. Uh-oh. It is Laffy, thank goodness. This is this is a truly wacky take on my appearance. Shima, please. Am I a wacky clone to you? Wow, did the mirror just speak? I must have entered a haunted house instead. I'm not a mirror, I'm Laffy. Oh, it's you, Laffy from Eagle Union. Finally, with the guidance of a Manju park employee, it's just a little bird. It's just... You have to wonder what that looks like. You've got a tiny little bird, maybe not even like a foot tall. Or, what is that, like... I think 30 or so centimeters tall for non-America people. I'm doing the math quickly in my head. Sorry if I'm off a little. I'm just sitting there imagining like this little Manju's guiding them, and everyone just follows the Manju. Like that's got to be the hard. Like imagine a Manju as a tour guide. That would be the. It's not even their fault, but they would be one of the worst tour guides. And it's not even their fault. They'd have to be on stilts, but that just looks ridiculous. Anyway. Eagle Union's scariest destroyer. And I'm here to haunt you. Laffy, please. Ah, no, my heart can't handle hauntings or scary stuff in general. And what a strange situation I found her in. Thanks for treating me to lunch. I guess it's lucky I happened to come here today. No, thank you for gracing me with your presence. I'm simply honored to meet one of the Eagle Union's most renowned destroyers. Oh, so they okay. I guess they just finally convinced her that she's not a ghost. Long Island over here being like, man, you missed it. Well, sure. Who's paying, by the way? It's on me. In the end, I hardly got to try any of the park's rides. Instead, I had a pleasant lunch with 2 rabbits. That was cute. That was really cute. One for all. Port exercise area. Everyone who can fight, please get into combat positions. Suruga will lead the evacuation. What she said. I'll keep the civilians safe. And Shimakaze, don't do anything stupid, alright? I know what I'm doing, don't worry. Right, Commander? She sure, I mean, yeah, these are the same. This is an illusion of choice, I feel. She sure does. Alright, it's up to you then. We got word of a fleet of mass-produced ships appearing in a sector close to the exercise area. Oh, so this is actually a fight, not an exercise. I mobilized all the ship girls in the area, ordered a reload from training ammo to live ammo, and called for reinforcements to aid with evacuation. I fulfilled all of my friends' expectations of me as a secretary. Now it's time for full steam ahead! And she just rails it. Shimakaze relayed my orders and swamped ammunition, then prepared to charge at the mass-produced ships. I yelled for her to halt. What? Oh, my bad. Luckily, she got the message right away. We're here too, remember? Don't go running off without us. Having plot armor doesn't make you invincible, you know. Shimakaze probably do have plot armor, though. I mean, we could probably count. There's a lot of characters with plot armor in this game. Though I'm not quite sure what plot armor is, Ikazuchi is right. The same for me. Do not forget, I'm ready to fight as well. Everyone was counting on Shimakaze and me. It was time for us to show them our teamwork. Okay, well, capture this area first and hold it until everyone's been evacuated. Abakuma, Akatsuki, smoke screens, please. On it, they won't know what hit them. Acknowledge deploying smokescreen. Shimakaze issued clear orders to all the ship girls while they got into combat positions. Inazuma, Ikazuchi, follow me. We're going to hit them where it hurts. Will do. I'm ready. Gotcha, let's dunk on these scrubs. yeah, it's Ika, alright. It was a blissful sight seeing all the girls move toward the objective in such perfect formation. See, when she actually, like, sits there and pauses for a bit, she could do pretty good. I'm not surprised by that at all. She is still a bit of a goof, though, and that's kind of the part of the reason I love her for it. Alright, anyway, all for one. The previous one was called One for All, which I found interesting. And that concludes my mission report. Shimakaze gave me a debriefing on yesterday's battle with the mass-produced ships. This is quite the detailed report. One should expect no less from a first-rate secretary. Oh please, it's nothing special. I'm just happy to make myself useful. Can you not give me that Shima, please. Killing me over here. She flashed a proud smile. It made me realize how much more mature she seemed now compared to just a few days ago. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate my report? Oh, we could choose 7.5. I mean, I would say a 9 if we've already said like this is quite the detailed report. One should expect nothing less from a first-rate secretary. We're already complimenting her, so I wouldn't want to be like, "Oh yeah, you did great, 7.5." Why? No, 9 for sure. Aw, dang it. I just had to do it better next time, I suppose. Oh, no, I mean, it was pretty. You could, like, it's the way I would do things, too. Like, rarely would I ever give out a 10. Not because I don't think anyone could ever be perfect, but because everyone always has the opportunity to improve. You know, people can reach their peaks, sure, but there's always other things they can do to improve themselves. They're not limited to just that one thing that they peak at. There's a lot of things that they could do to make themselves better. So it's not necessarily that I'm not giving them a 10 because I don't think they can be perfect. It's more so that I don't want them to feel like that's all that there's nothing else that they could better themselves with. Kind of giving them more, I don't know. I wonder if that makes sense. I'm trying to figure out how to word this better. I would give her a 9. Maybe a 9.5 if it was really good. Like, really, really, really good. But anyway. Frankly, I could have given her a perfect 10, but I just thought it'd be wiser to have her strive to become even better. Oh, hey, me being me. Perfect. You know, being the secretary is honestly pretty great. Initially, I agreed to do it just as a means to push my own limits, and while it did have that effect, it also became an opportunity to inspire others to work hard because I myself am working hard. Wait, does that make me sound like a slave driver? I would say more inspiration. All in the name of productivity. Chuckle-heartedly. The factory must grow. Chuckle-heartedly. Hearing her stumble over what she had just said brought a smile to my face. I have to say, I feel like I've grown after working with you these days. What? Or maybe you just... What? What is this dialogue? I am confused. What? Eh? Physically, that is? I don't know what that was supposed to be referencing. She fell silent. I worried that my joke didn't land, or worse yet, that she took it at face value. Was that supposed to be a joke? This is why being the secretary is so great. What? Elaborate. Oh, for goodness sake, do I have to say it out loud? Alright, fine. It's great because I get to work with a strong, kind, smart, wisecracking person like you. Oh, that's cute. I mean, who wouldn't want to work with the person they love? I've loved you They should have done the laughing. Oh no! Before she could finish pouring her heart out, a cup of coffee slipped out of her hand and hit the floor. And that was Shimakaze in a nutshell. Sometimes clumsy, sometimes reckless, but always lovable. And our time together had only just begun. That was actually cute. Oh my god. I was not prepared for that ending whatsoever. Oh, that's so goofy. That is so goofy. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. I didn't get the joke, I will say that. That joke seemed a little odd to me. I'm not really sure what that was supposed to be about, or maybe I just didn't get it, but that definitely went over my head. But nonetheless, that was still adorable. It's Shimakaze, so I kind of expected it to be like super adorable, as that is just how she is. Though I will say I was kind of surprised Laffy didn't like, I'm gonna hunt you, and then like grab her ears or something, because that's what Laffy does. Laffy has done that for I don't even know how many times, and it's kind of the whole reason why people like, I'm pretty sure a good number of people that were on release that played Crosswave were like, we gotta test the ears now. And then we're very, very satisfied with the result of that. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, here. Anyway, that was still a very cute story, so I will leave it at that for the time being. I will kind of figure out how I want to go about doing these character memories at this point. I think I want to go ahead and do the other characters that I really do enjoy, which would be Bremerton and Takao. So I will give them both. Actually, I need to do Atako's too, don't I? I don't think I've done Atako. I'll have to see. I'll probably prioritize my oaths because maybe I'm just a little biased. Just a little. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this short, well, it's a relatively short little video. I don't know what the actual time is going to be, but hopefully you guys did enjoy these memories, and I'm going to try to keep getting these published out. So hope you guys had a good one, and I'll see you guys all in the near future. Have a good one.